In Arcadia, a coastal city gripped by winter's desolate chill, lived Laith and Sara. Laith possessed little but his art and an immeasurable love for his wife. Sara, barely 23, battled a rare disease that left her fragile, susceptible to the biting cold. Their home, a single dilapidated room, offered scant protection. Each night, Laith, consumed by love, would wrap his ailing Sara in his only heavy wool coat, pressing his hand beneath her cheek, a human solace against the encroaching cold. He spent his nights awake, contemplating her pale face by faint candlelight, battling her pain with the warmth of his soul. Love was their fragile shield against Arcadia's harsh reality. Yet, love alone could not withstand the stark reality of science. In the district's cold clinic, the doctor's words were a brutal frost. The disease is advancing, Laith. Without specific medication and warmth within 3 days, Sara's weak heart will fail. This is the end, unless you find a miracle. The verdict pierced Laith's heart, leaving an echoing void of despair. With no other choice, Laith embarked on a desperate quest. He began selling everything he held dear. He visited the scrap market, parting with his grandfather's cherished paintbrush, then his beloved oil paints, each like a child to him. His world, captured in his books, was sold off volume by volume. The deepest pain, however, came in a dark pub, where he pulled off his simple brass wingband and Sara's, selling them for a buyer's disdainful glance. It wasn't just objects, it was memories he sold. Yet even this humiliating sacrifice yielded a sum far too small for Sara's vital medicine. Despair materialized with every heavy step. On the second night, with all conventional avenues exhausted, Laith sat beside sleeping Sara, her shallow breaths a constant reminder of their dwindling time. He remembered her words from a happier moment. "You are my eyes, Laith. I see the world through your love for me." In that instant, an old, forgotten advertisement flashed through his mind. A secret medical facility seeking organ donors for immediate, substantial payment for cases of extreme desperation. He realized, with a chilling clarity, that this sum could save Sara, securing her medication and warmth through the winter. On the morning of the third day, Laith made his terrible decision. He pressed a final, tender kiss to Sara's cold forehead as she slept, leaving a short, simple note. "I have gone to find the miracle." Without another word, he departed. His destination, a silent, gray building, shrouded in a chilling mystery, known only as the facility. Admitted to the facility, Laith stated his horrifying resolve. He would donate his entire site. The doctors, taken aback, tried to dissuade him, painting a stark picture of the darkness that awaited. But Laith's voice was cold, unwavering. "Love is priceless. I cannot see a world where Sara dies from cold and despair. My eyes are not mine. They belong to her and to her life." The most devastating moment arrived when they presented the waiver. He grasped the pen, his hand steady, signing his name. Finishing, he leaned back, ceaselessly trying to etch every detail of Sara's face, the shape of her laughter, into his memory, before surrendering himself to the eternal dark. Laith awoke to a world of absolute blackness, but his hand clutched a heavy leather bag filled with money that meant survival. The artist, whose world was sight, was now a blind donor, yet triumphant in his sacrifice. He insisted on being taken home immediately. He secured Sara's vital medication, bought a powerful heater and enough fuel to last weeks. Then he sat in silence, waiting. Days later, Sara awoke. For the first time in months, a genuine warmth enveloped the room. The scent of medicine replaced the damp odor of decay. She looked around and found Laith sitting beside her, smiling calmly.
a calm that was eerie. Reaching out, her fingers traced his face, his eyes. There was no movement, no focus, no reflection of light. A terrible scream, charged with shock, pain, and an overwhelming gratitude, tore through the room. Sara realized the miracle Laith had brought her was his very life, or at least his window to life. In the final scene, a recovered Sara sobs with silent intensity, embracing Laith's blind head on her finally warm shoulder. Love had saved her, but at an unforgettable, devastating cost. Her body had survived, but their souls now inhabited a world defined by Laith's physical darkness and the profound emotional light of their enduring love. The last cloak Laith offered Sara was not his worn wool coat, but his complete sight, the greatest sacrifice a devoted artist could make to save his entire world.